it's really nothing that we can really do about the fact that a beautiful woman came into my life and she got 4 kids already. It's just part of life. I think you would do the same. If you keep walking through the Grand Canyon, you're going to end up in Africa. What she say, OG? Doja Cat shaved her head bald so she can communicate with the Aryan Brotherhood. Nah, bro. This the old nigga tweaking, bro. Nah, OG, we ain't got nothing for you, OG. But yeah, man, nah, I mean, I'm just saying, bro. The NBA has arrested all those in connection with gambling. However, not a single person has been arrested in the Epstein files. What'd you say? The Declaration of Independence should be on datpiff.com. Nah, what was the last thing you said? They're storing the nuclear launch codes inside of Natalie Nunn's chin. All right, whatever, bro. It's nigga. But yeah, nah, man. I just don't understand why she would do that to me, bro. You know, she cheated on me with my cousin and my uncle. Right now is the greatest time for you to commit financial crime in the state of America. What? I find it very funny how in America, we don't teach everything that truly happened with slavery. We teach a very watered down version. And within that of itself, the watered down version is still cruel. What more are they hiding from us? I gotta leave. They gonna come get this nigga. Yeah, you heard this nigga? Yo, this nigga say something and then he try to hide. Yo, who are you, bro? The aliens came down and when they used the probe, come here. Got don't inside of me. Hello, everybody. Welcome back to Monday is Mine. I am Big Hallelujah, your host, the unidentified black male, the unidentified flying object, the man who lives in a van down by the river. Let's get right into it. Antonio Brown has been arrested for attempted murder. I'm gonna just say it right now. Let's get it out. Let's plunge the knife in. Let's not give this a slow death. Let's get right to it. When he dies and they dissect his brain, Vontaze Burfict will be given a life sentence. Vontaze Burfict will serve life in prison once they find out what exactly he did to that nigga's brain. That guy he's probably gonna be the most advanced case of CTE we ever seen, and he was already a little crazy. Don't get it twisted, America. Antonio Brown dyed his mustache blonde before Vontaze ever assaulted that nigga's fucking cranium piece. He was already a little cuckoo for Cocoa Puffs before he was cracked and started seeing Tweety birds fly around his head in the middle of the field. So that just definitely didn't help. This also gets to my point of, I don't think Antonio Brown's been running any social media accounts this entire time. I think it's actually been like a little white dude tweeting these CTESPN jokes, because I don't think that nigga has like the mental capacity to actually run like a social media account right now, especially as well as he's been doing it. That hashtag, he been pushing that bitch. So I just don't believe it's him. I believe we need to get to the bottom of who's running that Twitter account right now. Also, Tom Brady has now thrown the ball to 2 murderers. Isn't that crazy? How many people you know can say that? How many people you know can say they've thrown a touchdown to 2 murderers? Not many. He's the GOAT, you know? You just can't really beat numbers like that. Another undefeated Tom Brady stat showing that he's not a system QB. He's a fucking privatized prison QB. While we're on football, Tom Brady revealed that he cloned his dog. And then he was like, well, fuck it. Since we're talking about clones, nigga, I cloned myself. I put my DNA up for an experiment. Did it 23 years ago in North Carolina. If you watch football, we need not explain this. Who is 23 years old from North Carolina? The current quarterback of the New England Patriots, Drake May. What's going on there, ladies and gentlemen? Can we please look in on that situation, man? Bill Belichick's girlfriend is 30 years younger than that nigga, man, and she's not there for the money. She really likes him, guys. Just like Johnny Blaze in I don't know any more stripper names, would fuck with me if I went to the strip club and threw a $1 trillion. They would just fuck with me as a person, not the money I'm giving them. Bill Belichick, wake up, buddy. But yeah, can we please go look at the New England Patriots? I think they're cloning their greatest player. And Drake May does not look that good either. So the cloning may have failed. They may have lost out on something there. Off of football, I made a video a long time ago. We did a Monday is Mine episode, and I had some very mean, scathing words for Lil Yachty. This nigga Lil Yachty is now torn through his 3rd group of niggas. He is a serial career killer. Do not link with this nigga unless he's writing you a song. In fact, we may have talked about it more recently than I like to admit. Lil Yachty is awful. If you haven't been keeping up with the news, or if you just don't care about mid music, you probably wouldn't really be tuned into what's going on right now. But JORJIANA, a rapper from Indiana, Indianimal, if you will, a white girl, has been beefing with KARRAHBOO. Now, if you watch the show, I hope you know who KARRAHBOO is. KARRAHBOO is fine. Not music-wise. I don't really know what she'd be doing on them tracks, but KARRAHBOO's fine. She's very pretty. She's not a nice girl. She's definitely a girl, though. They've been beefing. They've been exchanging disses. Well, one person has been sending disses and the other person has been threatening to beat the other one up. It's been crazy. I have a lot of takes on this situation, so let's get right into it. One, JORJIANA has been dissing the hell out of KARRAHBOO. It's now 2 disses to KARRAHBOO 0. And at some point, KARRAHBOO, I know you're not a rapper, but you gotta go get in that booth. Please hire someone. Let's get a diss track out. Beating her up isn't gonna change anything. We don't really care because we expect you to beat her up. I woke up in the morning and I said, man, KARRAHBOO will probably beat JORJIANA in a fight. And I would put that on DraftKings and I'd bet the house on it. And I'd go to the bank and take out a loan against my house and put that on it as well. I'm very certain that she would beat up JORJIANA. Now, what I would also do the same bet on is JORJIANA gonna diss this girl into hell and back in oblivion and we're not gonna get any music back? That's another safe bet. But then I stopped to myself and I thought, well, why would JORJIANA diss KARRAHBOO? There's 2 people in 2 different worlds. JORJIANA don't really be talking about nothing. She just rap about, I don't know, stuff. And KARRAHBOO don't be rapping. So what would they have to be angry at each other about? And I thought, and I thought, and I thought, and the gears turned and turned and turned. And I thought to myself, I said, man, Lil Yachty has to have something to do with this. That's where I came up with. When I sat down on that transparent fucking marker board and I wrote down all my notes and I put the stickies on there and I circled and I drew my lines, it all came back to Yachty because it always comes back to Lil Yachty. And what do you know? They have a fucking song out right now. Their promo run for this damn song that sucks ass and dick was to beef with KARRAHBOO because he's evil, spiteful. He has a grudge against that girl, rightfully so. Who knows? I don't know what went on between them. I'm pretty sure they was fucking, you know, and it didn't end well, but that has nothing to do with me. All I can sit here and say is that you put this JORJIANA girl on a mission. For what? Now they might beat her up, and they probably will. She got Anicia involved. I like Anicia. I don't want to see Anicia fighting nobody. Now 4 bats gonna get involved. No, but in all seriousness, if we're being completely honest, that song that JORJIANA did with Lil Yachty was absolute garbage. I need you all to understand and hear me well and hear me now. That song was ass. It was terrible. And whose side am I on? I'm on nobody's side. This beef should never have happened. The only common denominator is Lil Yachty, and here we are. But damn, JORJIANA was ripping her ass up on them diss tracks. Oh my God. Oh my God. Georgie, let's stop. Georgie, let's cut it out. Georgie, also, you said some things on your story that I don't think white women are allowed to say. Georgie called Gio a Mexican stud. You're not allowed to say those things. You are not allowed to say those things, JORJIANA. I don't know what y'all got going on in Indiana, man, but you can't say those things. You can't say those things. And KARRAHBOO went to her story and was like trying to outwoke her and be like, you speaking like that in this political climate. Before we all get on the high horse here, before we start throwing boulders and glass houses, KARRAHBOO be calling people the F slur, man. She be going crazy. So, like, you know, let's slow it down before the flying ice cream truck lands on us. Let's say and live and continue on about what we were doing without, you know, causing detriment to our own selves. And Nina Lynn and Zoe Spencer have both been unbanned after a week. They were banned for a day. Twitch said, you know what? They did do sexual assault and harassment. So let's really ban them and show them the consequences to their actions. And they banned them for a week. They went in the jail cell in SpongeBob. They said, can't do the crime, don't do the time. Slammed the door and then immediately opened it. They said, come back, please, we need you. We need that money. Dan Clancy is a joke. I will make it my life's mission to make sure everybody knows who Dan Clancy is, because he's been hiding behind the shadows. If you're not on the internet, you don't know who this nigga is. He's the CEO of Twitch. He sucks dick and balls. He's terrible. He is a predator, and he's protecting predators. These people were banned for a week. They banned a security guard for TwitchCon for life for stopping a predator. And they banned Nina Lane and Zoe Spencer for a week. And let's get into these 2 characters, right? There's 2 things that I think are funny. One, Zoe Spencer went on Power 105, whatever fuck radio station she went on. And you want to know how you know when somebody's guilty when they've done something wrong, especially if it's a black person? The first thing they do is put on glasses and they go on the interview. She went on there with unprescripted glasses, knowing that she looked like SpongeBob when he was catching the jellyfish. She looked crazy. and then went on there and said they were laughing about it. I didn't do anything wrong. Ma'am, I don't know if you know this, but that does not excuse what you have done. It was on camera. We're not skating by this. You've been unbanned on Twitch, but in the public opinion, the court of public opinion, you're still on trial, nigga. You're still ready to go. Twitch is another thing. They're not who decides who's morally right or wrong. Because if they were, like 70% of these niggas would not be streaming, including you two and the bozos beside you. Nina Lynn came back and was mocking this nigga Saeed and said, oh, I can't touch anybody now because it's going to come up 3 months later. Mind you, her peoples is rolling in hell. Whenever she say, oh, yo, dead ass, that's not how she talked to her bod. That's just not how it is. Her ancestors are looking down on her right now saying, what the fuck are you on? For everything we have bashed Aquafina for over the years, for the what is you talking about, this is what is you talking about prime. This is the next level of that. She say nigga when the cameras is off. You can't tell me otherwise. I'm very sure. She said people switched up on me. Yo, when you assault people, you know, especially sexually, you know, you're gonna find that people switch on you. They may think that you're not cool anymore. So whose fault is that? Is it their fault for being like, man, I don't know if I could be cool with bro? Or is it maybe I shouldn't be assaulting people? I hate to be the hypothetical man, right? But let's take a step back here, guys. If two men dragged a woman streamer to a room and said, cut the cameras off and jumped on her, do you think we would be having these conversations? Do you think they would still be alive? Do you think they'd be streaming? Well, they might still stream on Twitch. Let's not throw that out there. Twitch will still let these niggas stream no matter what's going on. These niggas could have shot a nigga in broad daylight in the middle of Crown Heights and they still be streaming. So Twitch is out there. It don't really matter what's going on over there. They like anybody. They just know they cannot let you go to kick. That's really what it is. Do we ban the sexual assaulter? No, because they'll go to kick. We need them to stay on Twitch. That's where we're at. When you have a cesspool of content creators, now you have the content creators that aren't a cesspool of negativity and hatred and sexual assault. And you say, man, we got to keep these guys because they'll just go over to the cesspool of negativity on Kick and stream over there. And we need that money. Dan Clancy ought to be ashamed of himself. He is... I can go all day, man. On to Sydney Sweeney. Sydney Sweeney did an interview. They asked her to disavow white supremacy. She did not do it. Now, there's two parts of me. There's, I think Sydney's, I'm this benefit of the doubt, if I'm being as nice as possible. I think Sydney Sweeney is too fucking dumb to understand the question that was asked. And I think that about halfway through the question, she tuned it out and started hearing TV static. And all she heard was something about white supremacy, and she was like, damn, I don't know how to answer this without sounding crazy, so I'm just not gonna answer it. She said, I think if I have something that people need to hear about, they'll hear it. I don't think we will, man. I don't think there's anything going on up there. I think the lights are on, nobody's home. There's a hamster running on a wheel, and that hamster has passed away years ago. There's no water in his cage. He's on the wheel, dead. The shit not spinning. There's nothing going on in there. Look into her eyes, they're empty. They're devoid of person. She is just straight up MAGA boobies. That's it. There's nothing else there. There's no acting ability. There's no singing ability, no dancing. There's just straight up racism and boobies. It's all that's there. Can we please move on? She's gonna, I'm telling you right now, once the world, and they're figuring it out, once the world figures out that there's not much talent there to be had except ginormous bananganons, there's nothing else for her. She's gonna do the full on, she's already teetering on the alt-right pipeline, right? She's gonna become political. She don't know shit. That character she was playing in Euphoria is her in real life. She was not method acting. She was just on the set and they recorded it. That's just who she is. She's not, there's not, I'm telling you, bro, there's nothing there. When you look into her brain, it's a monkey clapping cymbals. And when you look, the motherfucker look at you and scream and stop clapping the cymbals. She don't know nothing, man. Stop interviewing her, first of all. What is she even doing for the interview besides racist jeans ass? No disrespect to Sydney Sweeney, though. On to my final topic. It's been a long time, so I feel like I should address it on why we don't do Shut Your Mouth anymore. I don't be watching wrestling anymore. Wrestling has fell off to me for a lot of reasons, and I'll get into them. Triple H sucks dick. I'm gonna be so honest with you. That nigga is garbage. Road Dogg is garbage. I have no intention of stomaching a product from that fucking just devoid of creativity, man. Can we please speak on it? Triple H is not a legend based off of in-ring things. He did not make it to the top because he was a draw. He was actually the opposite. When he had the belt, nobody wanted to watch wrestling, and they kept giving him the belt. They kept giving him belts. Belt. It was terrible. And then he fucked the boss's daughter. Like, I mean, I would probably own the company too. Right? If I was fucking Stephanie McMahon, right, when they ousted Vince McMahon, rightfully so, because he was doing nasty shit to people, and now it fell into her hands, and it's not going to be in Shane O'Mac hands because he's a cokehead, it would probably go to her. And then who would go to after that? Her husband. You know, the same way The Rock has brought his way back into wrestling, Triple H bought his way in, but by buying, he just was fucking her. No disrespect to their family. I'm sure they got great things going on over there, but the product is ass. Jey Uso continues to be pushed and is a terrible wrestler. Jey Uso can't wrestle. I was on Jey Uso's side because I'm like not the biggest Gunther's fan, but as I sit there and watch Jey Uso clips, I see and I say, man, this nigga has 3 moves that he's not even good at. Oh my God. The worst super kick I've ever seen. The spear is not a spear. He just kind of runs into you slowly. His conditioning has gotten worse somehow, despite the fact that he's being booked like every night. His conditioning has somehow gotten worse. The nigga always, bro, was he drunk? They went to do a neck breaker and he fell forward. How is that possible? It's a routine spot. He done it 1,000,000 times. And now all the old niggas got titles. No disrespect to CM Punk, but CM Punk old as shit. The young niggas don't get no shine. You got Carmelo Hayes on the roster just not being used. He went to NXT again just for one night and everybody loved him and he did great. And everybody was screaming Carmelo Hayes. Then he went back to WWE and now he's just sitting there. They got all the WWE, they got all the NXT fuckers holding TNA belts. So they've demoted the TNA brand to somehow be, it might as well be fucking Evolve. I just don't want to watch it, man. I just don't want to watch it. They're an evil company. The nigga Ridge Holland said, I can't pay my rent, and they fired him. They said, well, now you're really not paying shit. So it's just a fucked up ass company. Bad wrestling. The wrestling is awful. They got Logan Paul on there every night talking to me. There was no real plan for John Cena's last year. And part of me believes that was just out of pure spite from Triple H not wanting to admit that John Cena has done more for wrestling than Triple H has, despite how much Triple H has sacrificed. And by sacrifice, I mean fuck Stephanie McMahon in the back. And he never wanted to admit that. So there's no real plan for John Cena's last year. So he's about to retire unceremoniously with nothing really to show for it other than a half-ass heel turn. Where's Roman Reigns? He's about to retire. It's over, man. This shit is dog shit. It's a dog shit product. And AEW has better wrestling, but I don't want to watch AEW. And I think that's as simple as I can put it. I don't want to watch AEW. No disrespect. I don't think there's that much wrong with the AEW product. I just don't want to watch it. I didn't wait. I'll tell you this. The one time I watched AEW, I watched Chris Jericho and another like older Asian man smack the shit out of each other for like 20 minutes straight in a match. And I said, this is ass. And I never turned it back on. And anytime I do turn it back on, it's the worst of ECW on a pay-per-view. Like I'm watching niggas like strap barbed wire to a nigga head and then slam him into a blender or something. Like I'm not trying to see that shit. I'm good, man. I'm eating my food right now, bro. But yeah, man, shut your mouth. I'm not gonna lie. Unless something drastically changes about wrestling, I don't see myself doing this shit again. No disrespect to all the wrestlers out there. You guys are great. Also, hey, let's arrest Rajah Jackson. Let's get him charged. I tried to slide under there. I see you, nigga. Put him in prison. But yeah, man, that's all I have for today. I hope everybody's having a great day. I hope everybody's blessed. Stay blessed. If you aren't blessed, go out there, get some money, get some hoes, or, you know, if you on the other side, get some bros. You know, we inclusive over here. Or get some those. Ooh, the those. I'm in there. I fuck with y'all, man. I'm gonna catch y'all next week, bro. Hello, everybody. Welcome back to Monday Is Yours. I am Big Hallelujah, your host, the nigga that can leap a tall building in a single bound and do other cool stuff. I'm going to answer everybody's questions and we're going to fight. So get ready. Ding, ding. Hey, I don't care what y'all say. That nigga look smack like Mike. This new movie finna go crazy. Yeah, yo, a new generation is coming in and a lot of niggas really think he looked like that his whole life. So yeah, they see what Mike originally looked like and they're like, oh shit, that nigga was a different skin tone. So yeah, man, yeah, there's a lot of shock going on in the world. Niggas, a lot of niggas don't know what that nigga really looked like for real. They got kid version and then they got what he looked like at the end of his life. So that a lot of niggas don't really know what's going on there.
Isn't it his like relative that's like playing it?
Yeah, it's like his nephew or something like that. What's your craziest and I'd do it again? Now, this is a good question because I knocked the nigga clean out at my birthday party. I knocked the nigga clean out at my birthday party because I got. Listen, I'm gonna tell you that I was wrong before we get into it. I got the wrong signal from somebody that I was romantically interested in, and she brought a nigga to the party, and unfortunately, I was drunk already, so I had to clean that nigga clock. However, I think I probably would have done the same thing if I was put in that situation again. Cause man, look. When I'm telling you, I was telling niggas the whole night, yo, hey, she finna come through. I'm on that, And then like when they seen that fucking 6'3" nigga hop out the side of that car, man. I mean, it felt like the whole party stared at a nigga at one time. I had no choice, unfortunately for that. And I thought that nigga was gonna come shoot me because I apologized through text message. And that nigga was like, no, it's fine, bro, it's cool. I was like, this nigga about to come back and kill me. And he never did. So, hey, we still alive. You watching this right now, brother, I'm so sorry. But I would do the same thing. I would do it again, man. And you got to understand that. I would expect you to do the same thing.
Did he say something to you or was it just?
No. She came to give me a hug and I like, knock it off me. The hug made it so worse. I'm not gonna lie. I probably wouldn't hit him if she ain't trying to hug me. I'm so honest with you. That shit was nonsense, bro. In other news, I could have told you before it happened, Jake Paul not fighting Tank no more. The fight was never gonna happen. Like, them niggas doing the face-off look comical. Jake Paul saying that I don't want to give this woman abuser a platform. I'm gonna be so honest with you, Jake. You knew that nigga was a woman abuser before you signed the contract, so don't try to play the moral high ground now. Also, nigga, didn't you have a charge? Let's reflect. Let's look inward, my nigga. But yeah, no, that fight was never gonna happen. Hey man, you win some and you lose some. See what I did there? Fuck that bitch. I don't know what that means.
You talking about Winsome Earl series, the girl that ran for governor?
Oh. When you said win some, lose some, I was thinking about that Big Sean song with Gina Aiko. Also, Gina Aiko don't be singing, y'all. I don't know if y'all know this, but she just be like whispering seductively on the song. She bad, so it's okay. It's really just like, she really just doing like JOIs every song for real. Kanye West happy again. We are so back, fellas. That nigga is a Nazi. Don't talk to me about that. Yo, who the fuck is all these white boys on the Lakers and why are they cooking? Them niggas got like the Snow Time Lakers over there. It's a little crazy. I'm not gonna lie. They got like a non-stereotypical basketball team. This shit is funny. Them niggas is really minorities right now. They like... They playing Team Minority Report over there, bro. They got some other shit going on. Them niggas is playing some real like supremacy basketball over in LA right now. Please don't put them niggas on the Black Lives Matter court. Please, please, please. Luka already hit the game winner over it. I don't want to see 3 of them niggas hooping on that shit. Austin Reeves might be mixed the way he played basketball. So the jury is still out on that one. They still debating on that. Austin Reeves might got a little shiny, you know what I mean? Hey man, I just found your Facebook. You might want to delete some of them shits. I'm gonna be so honest with you. There's nothing on my Facebook that you could use against me. That picture of me with that white girl is AI generated. It's not real. Everything else, that picture with them 2 white women is AI. Obviously, everything on there is AI generated. And now I know that over here. None of that shit is real. I've never posted any of that stuff, but there's nothing on there you can use against me that's real. All that shit is AI generated. It's not real. It never happened. I never was with any white girl in any of those pictures. And any of the bad stuff that was on there, I deleted already, so you can't even find it. Yeah, no, I'm good. How you find my Facebook, weird ass nigga? What you got going on over there? Listen, man, all that Knicks talk is cool till them Pistons sweep that ass in the playoffs. And listen, I too have delusions in life. I too look at a small mound of pebbles and think it's a mountain. I make a mountain out of a molehill. That shit is not happening. I don't know if you know this, but the last time we played in the playoffs, Cade Cunningham left doo-doo shit stains all over the court. I don't know if you know that. I'm not sure if you understand that, right? But we shit on y'all niggas. The Thompson twin is still looking for Jalen Brunson to this day. After that nasty snatchback. He had that nigga in the crowd watching the game. That nigga was about to get a beer with Spike. He didn't know what was going on. He was lost in the ether. Don't talk about it, nigga. Jalen Brunson is the best guard in the East. Over Donovan, over Tyrese. Halliburton is hurt right now. If Halliburton wasn't hurt, by default, I would put Halliburton over Jalen because Halliburton be beating that nigga. But for the rest of you bums, none of y'all niggas have beaten Jalen Big Body Brunson in the playoffs. So let's go ahead and calm it down right there. The Cavs are soft. The Pistons, y'all niggas are not soft, but y'all niggas be playing football. So like y'all niggas playing a different sport over there. Y'all maul niggas for fun. That nigga Jalen Duren, the center, that nigga look like some real like cartoon character-less diesel shit. He don't look real. He look like a superhero. He look like Black Lightning. I don't want that nigga nowhere near me. That nigga scares me, bro. On to the comments. We got Jaden BRB says, Ja Morant suffering from the curse of the second overall pick. Yeah, Ja's declining. I don't really think he should be in Memphis any longer. I think Memphis fucked up by blaming that shit on Dillon Brooks. Now, mind you, Dillon Brooks was wilding, but it was on everybody's fault. Everybody's fault. You know what I'm saying? It wasn't just Dillon Brooks' fault. I think they lost a lot of their culture. Swank Noir says, nah, somebody got to start a count for every time you try to drink some water with the top on. This is getting out of hand. And yeah, they def got Erica Kirk on some dog fart network timing. I wouldn't be surprised if Brian Pumper already cracked the egg on her dome. All right, so two things. Mr. Swank Noir, this commenter of the week, my nigga. Let's give him an award. Everybody clap it up for Swank Noir. Ooh, yeah. Two, I am well aware on whether or not the top is on my water bottle. I can control that, all right? I just made a mistake. And it only happened like once. Don't start no count. And then three, even though I said two, Dog Fart Network is such an interesting pull. Nigga, what do you be watching? I know what you are. This nigga said Dog Fart Network. You're nasty, man. Bro. Yo, put her there. My nigga, let's go. Brian Pumper, also crazy pull. Brian Pumper definitely cracked an egg on Erica Kirk. That would be, there's some news that never needs to happen. I'm sure in some alternate reality, Brian Pumper has fucked Erica Kirk. But that reality, there has to be something else crazy going on. Like, there gotta be like, that in that universe, dogs rule the planet and niggas are like slaves. That's the only universe like where Brian Pumper is fucking Erica Kirk. It's funny to think about, I guess. Shout out to Swing North, that was crazy. Virginia community says, send pictures, I wanted to share it. I thought I got rid of you niggas after my threats, bro. I'm gonna be honest. I hadn't seen you niggas in a minute, and I thought my threats had finally gotten to. I see that being off the streets for a little while being off the streets for a little while made niggas think shit was sweet. Virginia _community, I will find you. And I'm not gonna tell you what's gonna happen when I find you, but when I get my hands on you, sucker, you're gonna wish I didn't find you, you jive turkey. Valley says, happy Monday to all who celebrate, but did you see Jaden Daniels in, damn, nigga, fuck. Happy Monday to all who celebrate, but did you see Jaden Daniels' injury last night? I did see it. That shit is, I don't know what the Commanders got going on with quarterbacks. They be killing them niggas. That shit is a quarterback slaughterhouse. Don't play for them niggas. They will kill you, bro. There's nothing good going on over there. But that shit was gruesome. It was sick. It was nasty. I'm wishing bro for a speedy recovery. I hope he get back and he can play the game like he loved to do. And yeah, man, that shit's sad. That's all we have for comments, man. Let's get involved, bro. Let's get some comments this week, man. Get involved. Leave a comment. Ask a question. Even if it's some dumb shit, bro. You can ask me about anything. Mostly anything. Let's put a limit on that because your internet niggas is crazy. But and I'll respond to it for the most part. Just get involved. Send a question into the show. Put a comment. Give me a like if you need it. Like any type of interaction is dope. To the people watching this in the clips, you guys are awesome and I appreciate you. To the people watching on Patreon, you're awesomer and I appreciate you even more. And I don't know what I would do without you, man. As of right now, a nigga has a job. And enough people subscribe to the Patreon and a nigga won't have to have a job because my job will be pleasing my many, many fans. Pause. At 100 subscribers on Patreon, I will take a flight and I will try to get on Baddies and see what Natalie Nunn is talking about. So make that happen, bro. Let's get involved. I love you guys, man. I'll see you guys next week. Please be safe out there. Be great. Don't let anybody silence your thunder. Don't let anybody block your shine. Don't let them dull your lightning. Go win.